They would walk by shopping and shit. Oh, is that Balenciaga? Go ahead and get that, true son. Hey, is that Lululemon? Go ahead and get that, true born data. Bastard. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just drop a few coins at their feet, bro. Rhaenyra keep throwing that shit in his face though. It's like, will you fight Vhagar? Like that. Damn, mom. Chill, shit. You are a grown woman, bitch. Here she is. Oh, dying husband on his deathbed on heroin. Oh, you want me to put Aegon on the throne? The window jerker? Still not over it. The guy jerking out the windows? Okay, my king. Shut your stupid ass. You should be saying this to your mama. The fact that you ain't saying it to your mama tells me your mama ain't really being your mama. You feel me? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say you can have Halaena whip them feet out like for Larys, but he can't. He don't got anyway. And then he's so depressed about his honor because it's all he has to his fucking name. Yeah. And I already know y'all not gonna like that. I'm looking at this list. I'm like, this shit don't make sense. Hear ye. We're back with the character tier list. We're carrying on from season 1. This is gonna be the season 2 character tier list. We're updating it for that. So we have a few new characters, right? And I'm gonna breeze through this, to be honest. I don't know, man. The characters are a little bit more complicated, but now y'all are chirping in my ear. Y'all are chirping in my ear saying this and that. Got me like second guessing my opinion on characters. Like, did I miss that? Did I really feel that way? Y'all kill me. But we gonna just go forward, okay? Some people are dead, so we're gonna update them. We're probably just gonna leave them there, but we'll see. We're gonna update the placings of the people who are already up here on this tier list, and then we're gonna add the new people. Aemond. Your services are no longer needed, mother. This dude Aemond. So he crashed out at the end of season 2. And it's tough because everyone's so insecure, bro. Understand, everybody in the world is insecure, but like, man, insecurity and dragons is not a good combo. Like, Aemond, you burning down villages because you feel like you've been bested. You did get he got bested a couple times. I'm still tripping about that whole blockade shit, bro. Rhaenyra dead ass. Hold them, man. Rhaenyra said, yeah, we're blocking the all the supplies to King's Landing, and then we're gonna send those supplies. So people are on our side. That's smart as hell, man. Look, I fuck with Aemond. I do. And I think he's smart. He has crash out potential. He has the, what do they say? The something of youth. But again, I'm like, he don't seem insane, right? He sent those guys to the wall. He ain't cut off no heads. Like, he cut some rat catchers down. Like, he just, you know, he tried to kill his, brother. He lived. But like, are we really gonna, I don't know, man. He didn't, you know, outright kill him. Well, he couldn't, but he'll probably try to kill his brother if there's opportunity. That's why Larys, you know, took him off. I just fuck with Aemond. He's smart, battle hardened, like he's a beast. But you crashed out. You crashed out. Killing innocent people. And not for a good reason. Like, it'd be one thing if he killed those people for a reason, you know, but if he just did it because he was frustrated. That shit weak as fuck, boy. That shit weak as fuck. I'm knocking him down to B tier. I'm not. I mean, he was yelling at his sister, but I understood what he was saying with Halaena. Right, like, we need more dragons, and like Alicent was like, no, your sister isn't gonna kill anybody, stop it, you're not dragging her down this road. But Aemond is like, bitch, we gonna die. Like, this is not a if she got more dragons, we could all die. Like, cause I mean, he's not in the council with Rhaenyra. He don't know that Rhaenyra only plans on killing Aegon. But he probably like, bro, we could die for real. Like, lock in about it. But he be locked in as, oh my god. I'm keeping Aemond at A tier. We'll see though. Baela, I put her in S tier with her fun. Nah, let me be realistic. Now that we've actually seen into her character a little bit more, she seems like a decent dragon rider. She's been sent out on missions. You know, she's trustworthy. She says what she has to say. Takes care of Jace. That's a good wife right there. Maybe S tier. I mean, I have no problems. I have no problems with her. Everyone below S tier, I probably have at least one problem if they've accomplished a lot. Whatever, shit ain't science. Whatever, I'm keeping her S tier. Mysaria, keeping her S tier. She locked in for real. She always speaking truth, you know, and she always, she got that noggin on her. She's always thinking. She's the one who brought up the whole idea of, oh no, she's the one who pointed out that bastards, you gotta get some bastards on them dragons. And she over here charming Rhaenyra, got a few locking lips and shit. S tier. I mean, Rhaenys S tier. We don't need to talk about it. Sir Harold Hightower, or no, Sir Harold Westerling. I can't believe I remembered that name. I mean, is he out the show? I swear I don't remember ever seeing him. He said, I take orders from the king. I'm the king's guard. Let me know when there is a king. I said king. And Aegon was named the king. But he's probably like, he was named king on some funny shit. Unless Sir Harold has been around and I just haven't been paying attention. But that one dude was named like Sir Rykard. So, Rickard, I don't know. I'm keep Sir Harold. Honestly, you kind of high, bro. A tier. Well, we'll knock you down a peg. A tier. It's fine. All right, Rhaenyra. She's been doing a lot. I respect what she's been doing, but she's been doing everything in her power to avoid war. I gotta respect that. At first, I was like, that's kind of dumb. This first season, I was like, that's kind of dumb. Like, we gotta do something. But I feel like she's been right, you know? Or she's right to hesitate. Because again, a War of Dragons, Drake kind of said it, but a War of Dragons is crazy. You know, Rhaenyra, she's so locked in, and she hasn't really done anything where I'm like, you're insane. S tier. Rhaenyra's S tier. Corlys is a little. He don't ever want to communicate. That's what kills me about him. Like, can we communicate? He trying to brush off Alyn when he talking. He brushing off his wife Rhaenys when she talking. Like, he don't want to accept certain things, bro. But you know, he lost his wife, already lost his kids, lost one of his grandkids, right? Lucerys, the heir. I mean, he losing everybody. He depressed about it. But those people meant something to other people, and you know, so I can't, you know, just give that to him because everyone's performing with a lot of grief. Corlys is just, he's smart, he's cool, he commands a lot of respect. I'll leave him A tier. Will I? Nah, I'll leave him A tier. I do fuck with him. He's very especially when he found out Addam was the dragon rider and how accepting he was, how quick to accept he was, and be like, all right, let's do this thing. Like, you know, it sucks that he, you know, kind of treated them the way he did by not ever like doing anything for them, because he knew that they were his bastards, right? And they've been keeping that to themselves. So even when Addam was questioned by the queen, bro, he still kept that to himself. That sucks. I feel like if you know who your kids are and you a good dude, you gonna like, at least in this universe, I mean, maybe you don't claim them, but you know, maybe you accidentally drop a few coins while you're walking by, because he talked about how, you know, They would walk by shopping and shit. Oh, is that Balenciaga? Go ahead and get that, true son. Hey, is that Lululemon? Go ahead and get that, a true born data. Bastard. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just drop a few coins at their feet, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not saying anything crazy. Jacaerys. Is it Jacaerys? Yeah, it's Jacaerys. I got a whack photo of him. Yeah. Alright, so Jacaerys, I fuck with Jacaerys. I fuck with him heavy. He's trying to make some plays, but again, it's the whole insecurity thing. I feel like all the kids in the show are insecure because of their parents. I think every single one. What time is it? I gotta let my dogs out. The fuck they doing? Oh yeah, they getting rowdy. They getting rowdy. Let me speed this up. But Jacaerys is concerned about his claim to the throne, understandably so. Just like Rhaenyra was when she was a kid, right? Rhaenyra, she was the heir. Everyone swore an oath and knelt to her. But once Joffrey... Wait. Oh no, Aegon. I'm like, who the fuck? Aegon, right? Yeah, Aegon. Aegon was born. And then, sorry, this shit got me fucked up. And Rhaenyra, you know, was sad about it. Like, she was trying everything in her power to get Viserys to not name her heir. I swear to God. But Jacaerys, understandably so, he knows, everyone knows he's a bastard, right? He got that black hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro could have went bald, but he ain't trying to do that at his age. You know what I'm saying? But it's too late. Everyone already knows. You know, he got black hair. He's a bastard. It's obvious. So if we're giving the thing about Targaryens that they keep bringing up is that the thing that makes them special is that they're dragon lords and they ride dragons and shit like that. If they got all these bastards riding dragons, he's a bastard. I mean, what's to stop them from trying to make a claim, right? I guess. I guess this shit is all twisted. Anytime I think it don't matter, it does matter. Anytime I think it does matter, it don't matter. So anyways, I understand why he's stressed out, especially considering when Rhaenyra was stressed about the whole Aegon thing and her not being heir. Boom, Aegon's king. So there's already precedent for getting fucked over if people question your claim. Jacaerys is rightfully seeing it. Well, look what happened to my mom. We in a whole war, even though she heir to the throne. We in a whole war because a dude was put on the throne. Jacaerys, and then on top of that, he trying to like go out. You know, he knows that his mom's trying to protect him, but he's going out. He's trying to accomplish things on his own. Still kind of confuses me that he went to the Freys because that was his plan, but he was told to go to Harrenhal, right? But I assumed that he was going to the Freys and then Harrenhal because Freys was purely his idea. But then he never went to Harrenhal, so I guess he just went to the Freys instead. Anyway, that aside, bro, I got a headache. Give me a second. So he wants to contribute, and he's always kind of been that way, right? Like when he was trying to learn High Valyrian, he was really straight. He's like, a king should, you know. He takes shit seriously, bro. And I can't blame him because what Rhaenyra is doing is the same shit Viserys was doing, which was, you know, keeping the heir to the throne out of some very important conversations. And that's the very interesting thing, because Viserys kept Rhaenyra out of some important situations, even though she was heir, but that was during peacetime. This is war, and Rhaenyra is keeping Jacaerys out of the loop on certain things, and like really not trying to put him in the loop. Like she's told him about the Song of Fire and Ice, but a lot of the stuff she's done, she hasn't consulted him on at all. Like, it's kind of insane how much she hasn't consulted him or talked to him about anything other than the Song of Fire and Ice. Did talk to him about the whole getting people who have Targaryen blood in them to claim some dragons, but that was Jacaerys's idea. So Jacaerys was like, we got other, you know, there's people who got blood. It's just that, you know, he wanted to keep it with the nobility and not bastards. So that's so interesting though. Look, that's awful, man. That's what makes Jacaerys do stuff without your say so, Rhaenyra. because, you know, he feels like he can't do anything, or he's not being allowed to do anything, and he wants to help, even if it's to just you know, so people can put respect on his name or whatever the case may be. But I mean, he's doing his thing. He talked with Craig and Stark, he talked with the Freys, and the shit worked out well, because Daemon is now on their side. Daemon is, you know. So it's I'm trying to think of any problems I have with Jacaerys. I feel like I don't have any problems with him. And he trying to like teach Oath respect. That Oath, it's so disrespectful. Like, yeah, he on the ass, but rightfully so. Oath tripping. He was in the queen's seat. That nigga tripping. I mean, I'm talking to myself, and I'm thinking maybe bump him up a tier, because Jacaerys really doing this thing for real. Like, I need to see him, and he's not trying to like fight Aemond. He understands Aemond will, you know, fuck him up. And humility is a tough thing to have as a teenager. Sometimes you gotta know when you beat. Rhaenyra keep throwing that shit in his face though. It's like, will you fight Vhagar? Like that. Damn, mom, chill. Shit, man. I don't know, man. I'll keep him up here for now. I mess with him though. My mom sending me Facebook posts. Hilarious. Oh, all right. Alicent Hightower. Jesus. Jesus. Alicent Hightower. Alicent Hightower. Alicent Hightower. Alicent is an. But it's crazy because Aegon's dead ass so insecure about everything. Like, I'm thinking to myself, bro, how bad of parents were Viserys and Alicent? Like, god damn. And Viserys, understandably so. That nigga was sick 24/7. I think he was a spectacular parent, you know, considering how diseased he was to parent to Aegon. Aemond, I think. I don't know, maybe not, I don't fucking know. But Alicent, it's like, yo, you can't. Oh my god, I just need one scene with Alicent where she apologizes. Because here's my thing with Alicent: the whole her thinking that anything Viserys said while he was off that shit mattered, and even then listening to him, you are a grown woman, bitch. Like, make your own decisions. You sit in there, you telling Rhaenyra, look, the kingdom is better if you are ruling it and not my son Aegon. Here she is, dying husband on his deathbed on heroin. Oh, you want me to put Aegon on the throne? The window jerker? Still not over it. The guy jerking out the windows? Okay, my king. Shut your stupid ass. All I needed out of Alicent. And then here's my, oh my gosh. And then the way she talked to Aemond, I don't know how he ended up like this. Do we not know? Again, there were big time jumps. I don't know. But you his mom, bro. And then she did talk to Sir Gwayne, talking about, I'm a bad mother. Like, basically is what she said. And Sir Gwayne was like, you did the best you could, I'm sure. Right? I fuck with Sir Gwayne. We gonna get to him. Anyways, Alicent, you over here, like, I just need you to own up to some shit, bruh. You over here in the forest, in the middle of the goddamn lake, as the Queen Dowager or whatever the fuck. You got some of the kings. You got the King's Guard outside. He misses his bed and pillow and all that. You got him out here bullshitting. I bet you ain't even throwing it on him like you were throwing it on Cece. For all I know, you fucking. I can't put nothing past you. Nah, let me stop. But honestly, I still haven't even finished my thought. Look, Alicent, I just needed one scene with her explaining or taking ownership. For real. I mean, like, not a, am I bad? I need one scene where you tell, like, you had a perfect opportunity to tell Rhaenyra, I'm sorry. Maybe she did. I feel like she said something adjacent to that, but not quite that. But like, really telling Rhaenyra, like, I fucked up and I'm sorry. This is all on me. I needed one scene with her going to her kids saying, I failed you as a mother. She could, she's had perfect opportunities. Again, I don't know if she was really a bad mother for real. Like everyone in the show is kind of little, you take what you can get. But Alicent in particular, I don't know if she's particularly, bad. I mean, I don't know. Shit. In comparison to everybody else, especially when they also have Viserys as a dad. You feel me? That nigga was delusional as hell, but you know what I'm saying? I just needed her to be like, clearly, I didn't do right by you when it comes to being mother, especially when Aemond is at a whorehouse, a brothel, snuggling up to the bosom of Sylvi, talking about, yeah, I killed that boy, but I wish you should be saying this to your mama. The fact that you ain't saying it to your mama tells me your mama ain't really being your mama. You feel me? Am I crazy? I don't know. But she had the perfect opportunity when Aemond was firing her off the damn council. She could have just walked up and been like when she was pleading, like, don't do this type shit. She could have just been like, look, I'll listen to you, but I should have been a better mother to you. And I'm sorry that you feel that you have to bear this burden of the crown or whatever. She could have said something. Shit. She just left him like, Aemon's evil, bro. That's your son. Can you like? And then what's Helena's quiet ass doing? Alicent don't know what to do with Halaena, but she protected her. That big ups, but not for real. Because it's like, are you really protecting Halaena when anyone could die? You don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Again, I ain't mad at her for fucking, Cece or Drake. She needs some. Her husband dead. Now, if they were fucking, again, that's the Alicent's childhood or adolescence, whatever. That she was going through some stuff. She was, So I wouldn't be mad if even during while Viserys was alive, she was, doing stuff with Cece, but still. TC is just one funny dude. I swear to Drake, that boy Drake is a fan, bro. But whatever. I've already talked about him plenty. I don't know where to put Alicent. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. Her talking about she did what she thought she was supposed to do, but not like you, grown woman. I get it. People carry stuff from their childhood into like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how old these characters are in the show, but if you in your late 20s, nah, we ain't doing that. Early 20s, I get it. Early 20s, your frontal lobe still developing, right? But we are late 20s, early 30s. What we doing? What are we doing? You a grown woman. I gotta go D tier. Cause here's what's really crazy and funny as fuck. She over here trying to leave, and you the one who started it. You the one who put Aegon on the throne, and now you're like, well, about time for me to go. What? Are we serious? Are you serious? At this point, I get it, but I don't. It's like, but the whole decision she had to make, like, Aegon has to die. He's not gonna give up the throne. People aren't gonna accept it. He has to die. So to understand that that's what you have to do to let this war end. That's a big decision. That's huge. That's tough. So I ain't mad at you for that. I ain't mad. That's big props, honestly. Who could make that decision? Yes, kill my son. That's crazy, especially after what he went through. Honestly, it's probably doing him service. Like a sausage on a spit, bro. Like, his dick exploded. Kill me immediately. Alicent was probably like, shit. He wasn't gonna enjoy the rest of his life. No, let me stop. There's plenty of eunuchs, but he can't even walk now. Aegon is like, he can't walk, he can't fuck. Because I was thinking when he was complaining, I was like, Well, look, you want to be a king or whatever, and we gonna place Aegon real quick since we talking about him. But I'm like, okay, you want to be king or whatever. Look, you fucked up. At least you got whores, still whores. But now he don't have a dick, so he really got nothing to look forward to. I'm like, so you can't walk, you can't fuck, you can't. Well, again, all you have is your mind. Larys talks to him. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say you can have Halaena whip them feet out like for Larys, but he can't. He don't got anyway. Aegon, Alicent. I'm gonna keep Alicent D tier. I'm not putting her F tier. I feel like she's made some decisions. She's in a tough position that she put herself in 90% of them. But and then Viserys put her in the other. But anyway, let me go ahead and place Aegon. Aegon, I think, again, insecurity is the name of the game. Holy, the fact that he asked his mother, "Do you love me?" That shit's so sad. If your kid has to ask if you love them, you know that they broken for sure, and you got to help put them back together. He fucked up, and then he tried to be a good king. He growing up his whole life, like, they don't see me fit for the throne, and he already acted like a piece of shit. I don't know, he probably would have acted like a piece of shit even if he was there. But you know, once he got that crown, it really seemed like he changed. So I feel like him feeling like he was never the heir, even though he was the firstborn son, I really feel like that fucked up his mind and made him think that he wasn't fit to be the crown, or his family already didn't think much of him. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if people think of you in a certain way, a lot of the time you're just gonna be like, all right, fuck it, I'll be that way, you know. But like, if you're a nice person but people for some reason think you're an asshole, I mean, it's probably not for a random reason, but if they think you're an asshole, you're probably not going to be very nice. You know, because it's like, fuck, you already think I'm, you know. But he tried to do his thing, and then his son died. He was trying to be he was being a good dad and everything, but his son died. And here's what's crazy, the insecurity again. They're not respecting what he's saying on the council, but why would they, stupid? Why would they? Like, you haven't, like, just like Aemond said, you haven't done your research, you haven't studied the histories, you don't know any strats, you don't know tactics, and you're talking about you're bored. Why the fuck would they listen to you? You think just because you got a crown on your head it imbues wisdom? Alicent, talk about it. Alicent, talk about it. That's all I'm saying, for real. She kills me with that. Why is my mom's at work right now? Why is she sending me Facebook posts? I think she on lunch. Anyway. Who's still on Facebook? Anyway, he went out there because he felt like no one respected him. And you know, I look, it's kind of like if how a bunch of people been boxing who ain't boxers. To me, if you willing to get in there and get your ass beat in front of a bunch of people, or just get your ass beat in general, you're in my respect. You know, to a certain extent. For sure. You willing to go in there and get punched in the face in front of a, like, you know, millions of people possibly? I mean, that earns a certain amount of respect. So in this case, much more serious, it's war. Like, if you're willing to go out there by choice. But again, I don't even know if I gotta give him all them props, because I feel like so much of it was fueled by insecurity. Let me let these dogs out. Hey guys, say hello to Bluey. Say Bluey, hey Bluey. You see, hey, don't lick that. Say hello to Dusty. Look at Dusty. I know. What the fuck? Oh, he smelled that. Them tacos. Say hello to them, Dusty. Say hello. Say hello to the demon, Gracie. Girl. Good girl, fucking demon piece of... Oh god, the other dogs are coming in. Oh my god. Heavy ass dogs. Oh my god. I didn't expect them to be that heavy. They getting big as hell. Alright. Let me wash my hands. Hold on. Gotta moisturize. Take care of your skin, y'all. Take care of your skin, for real. Especially if you're, you know, You're of the Caucasian persuasion. I know some of y'all don't be thinking y'all need lotion. You need lotion, right? That's why black don't crack. Hello. I tell you what though, I used to be ashy as hell at school. In school, I was ashy than a motherfucker. I remember I ain't gonna talk about it. Anyway, let's get back to this. So anyway, Aegon, I pretty much said everything I had to say. I'll move him up a tier because I'll move him up a tier because he had a chance, y'all. He had a chance. He could have done something as king. It was fucked because the way he got on the throne was due to a lot of people. He got fucked over being being put in that position. But if he was never put in that position, would he ever have changed? If he was shown love for real, I don't know if his parents really showed him that he didn't need to be king to be a man of high status, high culpability. I mean, yeah, culpability for his actions. You know what I mean? I feel like he would have been more responsible, or at least more willing to right his wrongs. At least, I don't fucking know. He had a shot. I don't know. I'll keep him F tier. I feel bad for the kid, man. He's off that shit. He's walking. He's not even given a chance to rest because of Larys, but it's because his brother wants to kill him. His mother don't like him. His dad dead. His sister wants to kill him. He lost his dick. He's in pain all the time. His leg is fucked. I mean, God, his son died. Helena's having visions. He's not in a good position. I F tier. Did I already move Alicent D tier? Yeah. All right, who's next? Erryk. Oh yeah, the Erryks died. I guess I'll do both. Honestly, I'm gonna keep them. So okay, correction to what I said before. I said he said that they joined the King's Guard at 8 and 10. I'm fucking stupid because 8 and 10, first off, they're twins. I knew they were twins. I don't know why in my mind I was like, they joined at 8 years old. I don't know why I just heard that, but he also said 8 and 10. I could have just been like, I already knew at that point that number equals their age, but I'm just not used to it. I wasn't used to it then, but I'm used to it now. But I knew it then, so I don't know why I didn't understand that they meant 18, right? They're born at the same time. 8 and 10, really, Barry? Anyway, and joining the King's Guard at 8 and 10, and I ain't ever heard of these niggas, is ridiculous. So I don't know what I was on. Anyway, so they swore their oaths. I mean, there's a level of respect for being able to go against your oaths and think for yourself and do what you feel is right. And there's a level of respect to be given when someone stands by their oaths, no matter what, right? It's two sides of the same coin, right? You can have very high morals on both sides, but one requires a brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, think for yourself. That kills me. But at the same time, here's the thing about an oath. An oath allows. Did I already talk about all this? I'm sorry, y'all. I had my air purifier. Y'all probably heard that. I had my air purifier on right here the whole time. A beautiful thing about an oath is that you don't have to know everything and know the context to carry it out, right? Therefore, sometimes you're human. Humans make mistakes. An oath allows you to do what hundreds or thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have done before you without it being morally ambiguous, because the morally right thing supposedly is to follow the oath. It's why, you know, it's when you take the black, right? Will you honor that oath? Like, there is no question, like, even if you don't believe that you're doing anything productive at the wall, they didn't know that the White Walkers were real. So it was good that everyone followed their oath and people didn't just be like, ah, well, fuck it. I mean, they didn't follow everything in their oath, but you know what I mean? They weren't like, ah, fuck all this, and they just, you know, left or escaped or whatever. it's good that they followed their oath because they were needed when the White Walkers did come. So that's a situation where maybe you use your brain and your brain says, oh, the White Walkers ain't real. Why are we here? The wildlings are on that side of the wall. Who gives a fuck? And then that's, in the end, is worse because you didn't follow your oath, because there was a reason that the oath was in place, right? Is anything I'm saying making sense? So look, I don't want to put him on the same tier as his brother, though. I'll put him a tier below. Erryk died for his queen, very respectable. I'll knock him up a tier. I'll put him with wherever Sir Harold is, and then I'll put you down a tier. That's fair, right? Both Erryks. Larys. Larys is an interesting character. He's a lick spittle. he just cares about what power he can get. He's very Baelish like. Very, very Baelish like. It's so interesting. He's like, physically, he's more like Varys, because he doesn't have because he's not, well, Varys wasn't a cripple, but he was a eunuch, right? And people expected him not to get anywhere. But like, he's very, personality wise, much closer to Baelish. And Mysaria is right on the other side, where she has her spies. She acts very, very much like Varys. Oh, now that I think about it, Varys and Mysaria can't have children. So maybe she's exactly like Varys. I don't know. Larys is just a guy, bro. I can't fault him for anything, you know? So like, he seems a little, he killed his own family for his own gain. That's a negative. He's smart and strategic. That's a positive. He's a kiss ass. That's a negative. He jerks off the feet. That's a positive. Nah, but he's very, everything he does is for his own gain. So when the character is that simple, it's not even like, it's like, yeah, he's gonna do some shit. He only cares about his, you know. I'll leave him in B tier, bro. I'll leave him in B tier. Because again, he doesn't seem outright malicious. And, well, yeah, because like, again, the stuff he did was for, it was for a goal. I don't fucking know, bro. Rhaena, I'm knock you down a tier, because what the fuck? What are we doing? The queen gave you her children and a bunch of dragon eggs and 2 baby dragons, and you over here trying to meet with a random one. You don't even know. You don't even know. I get that you want a dragon. Very understandable, right? They're seen as gods. And she was supposed to have one, but she, you know, it just hasn't worked out for her. But I mean, goddamn, you left the kids, bro. I mean, I don't know the context. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I feel like I don't understand completely her situation, because to me it looked like she left them kids, like, and because she's been out there for a while, right? She over here fucked up, sleeping on the ground, you know, fiending for any amount of water. Got no food, just trying to chase down this dragon. But I'm like, them kids though, that was your responsibility. And do you even know where they are? Do you even know where you are? I don't know. Also, so there just be random dragons? Maybe y'all can explain that to me, because it doesn't make sense that they're just wild dragons. I figured because all the unclaimed ones were in the dragon pit, or not dragon pit, but you know, on Dragonstone, I thought. So if they just be having wild dragons around, that don't seem healthy. I don't know. All right, so Rhaena's down a tier. Helena's interesting. I don't have a problem with Halaena. I'm over upper tier. She has visions, I guess. But I guess she doesn't really know how to correctly communicate sometimes, at least with her visions, or about her visions, because of whatever she got going on. But I mean, she don't seem like a problem. She don't want to fight. That's understandable. And you know, the fact that she definitely seems to know more than anybody else, I can't really question her actions. I don't know. I'll keep her there. Okay, well, he's dead. I'll keep him there. Viserys, is there anything I've learned that makes me want to move him? I'll leave him there. I've said my piece about him in the first tier list, and I don't think nothing has really changed. except that he might be a worse father than I thought. But I'm not gonna say that, because he was off that shit. He wasn't off that shit as much until the very end of his life, right? I don't even know if he was on it until the very end of his life, but I mean, he was sick, delusional. He didn't have a lot going for him. Daemon. Ooh, Daemon's part of the show is so interesting. It's so fire. He's so cool. I mean, well, his part of the story is cool. And up until season 2, I thought that he had no remorse for the things he did. He seems to have some amount of remorse. I don't know. Maybe it's just the ghosts talking to him. Nah, because he came out that vision about Viserys and he was crying and all that shit. So he feels some type of way. He pledged to his queen, but that's because he knows about the Song of Fire and Ice. His eyes have been opened. And here's my thing. Did I ever finish my thought about this? Is all over the place. My dogs were cute though, right? Anyway, so the thing about a mistake, I'm okay with anyone making a mistake. I'm okay with anyone making a mistake. What I'm not okay with is making a mistake that you don't learn from, especially one that you don't think is your fault and you try to put the blame on somebody else. That's why I don't fuck with, right? And granted, there are some mistakes that are fucking big. Like Daemon's done some shit, right? Like the whole Willem Blackwood shit. Oh my gosh. But that's one of those things where it's only a mistake in hindsight. So if things had all worked out, you can't. That's the funny thing. If the whole Willem Blackwood thing had worked out and no one was fucking tripping about it, he probably wouldn't have seen it as a mistake. I don't know if he sees it as, I'm sure he sees it as a mistake now, but I don't know if he would have seen it as a mistake if it worked out. But because the results weren't in his favor, he sees it as a mistake. So it's like, the fuck are we? That bothers me so much. Just because things work out doesn't mean you made the right decision. You can make the wrong decision and things work out. You can make the right decision with all the information you have in the moment and things don't work out. If you know, because you could have done something else. I fucking hate hindsight Henrys. I don't know why I'm bringing that up now. It's just that, anyway, Daemon's done some shit. I feel like he's really seeing the error of his ways. I don't know how much of that is just the spirits of Harrenhal helping him out, but he still decided to have Willem Blackwood do what he did though, which is, you know, has he learned though? I need to see season 3 Daemon. I need to see season 3 Daemon. But now that I've seen a lot more into his character, I mean, I'll move him up a tier. People were talking about, or not even people, one dude said, well, we don't know if he ordered the Sun for something. Blood and Cheese could have just did that. And I'm like, nah, I don't believe it. Unless the show tells me otherwise, there ain't no way that that's the case. Unless, I don't know. Oh, now he got me thinking. Because, okay, let's play with the idea that Daemon didn't tell them to kill Aegon's son, right? Let's play with that idea, because you don't know, or I don't know. I haven't read the books, but I don't know based off of what the show tells me. But let's play with the idea that Daemon didn't order Blood and Cheese to kill Aegon's son if they did not find Daemon, because they did say, okay, what happens if we don't find Daemon? And then it cut, right? So we don't know what Daemon said. So if all Daemon said was a son for a son, he could have meant, see if you could kill Aegon, the king. That could have been, because that's the son, and that is the king. That could have been way more beneficial. But here's my thing. Here's what kills me about Daemon. If that was the case, why wouldn't Daemon just say that? But then I remembered, it's Daemon. Daemon just be stupid. I mean, Daemon just, I haven't seen him make one really good. Everything he does, I'm like, what are we doing? It's either other people can see his errors or shit just don't work out. But Daemon is very, like, the whole thing when Viserys and where Viserys was questioning him about what he did with Rhaenyra, he didn't deny it, like he just went with it. So like Daemon's the very like, you blame me for whatever, like, you weirdo. So I don't know, that conversation with Rhaenyra after what was his name, Joffrey? Was it Joffrey who died? I don't know the kid's name, but Aegon's son, I don't know if Aegon's son was who he had in mind. It just kills me, like, Daemon, you couldn't just say, I said it's up for his son. I didn't know that they would kill the grandson. But he didn't say that, so we don't know what he said. So there we go. I played with the idea. We don't know what he said exactly. So I'll leave him up a tier. If he did mean kill Aegon's son, you going right back down to D tier, but for now I don't know. Okay, nothing's changed with Rhaenyra for me. Nothing's changed with Lucerys. Nothing's changed with Otto, except he got captured. Tyland Lannister, I mean, he's impregnating wives. That at least bumps you up to B. No, I'm joking. Stop, y'all. Stop. Nah, but he did his thing. I don't know. His one scene, I feel like he's had this. Now he's had a few on the council, but I forgot that one other council guy. Whatever. I was looking at IMDb for these photos, and they didn't have a photo of a lot of people. I had to go to Google. I completely forgot about the one guy that was talking to Larys. Oh well. If he's important in next season, I'll place him on the list. Tyland Lannister, he did his thing. I'll bump him up a tier. He hasn't done anything where I'm like, I don't know. He's just doing his job, bro. I'm trying to think. I'll bump him up to C tier. I'm thinking, I'm like, what has he done? Because his twin is the weirdo, or well, his twin is the asshole. Let me go ahead and place his twin. There you go. So his twin is the asshole. I feel like he hasn't even done anything. All right, I placed you. Okay, then yeah, you died. Oh, CC Drake, you used to call me on yourself. I'm gonna leave him at F- here, but I like that we got. Look, from what we've seen, we already knew he was a good fighter, right? Oh, I'm not gonna bring it up, but we already knew he was a good fighter. Potentially better than Daemon. Wasn't to the death, but potentially better than Daemon. Potentially better than, or no, Aemond is better than him. Potentially, but probably. But I'm gonna say he's better than Daemon. I'm stamping it. I think Drake is a better fighter and commander than Daemon. From what I've seen, I think Daemon can get people hyped, but I think when it comes to strategy, I think other people carry him personally. I think other people carry him a lot. If it weren't for Sir Oscar Tully, Daemon would even have his army. I don't know, man. Again, I think Drake's a better commander. It's just that the whole season 1, I've already said all this, but this nigga is weird. He is so weird. And then he's so depressed about his honor because it's all he has to his fucking name. Bro, fucking relax, bro. That should give me a headache. It's like, if you're really that sad about it, why are you not doing anything about your honor, bro? Everything you do is for Alicent, which is understandable. He kind of mentioned it. Alicent saved his life several times, so it's understandable that everything he would do would be for her. But at the end of the day, he doesn't side with her on everything, right? He's not a yes man. He does do what he feels is, I guess, best. I don't fucking know. That whole Looney Tunes plan he had, I respect it. Erryk would have been successful too if it weren't for that meddling Mysaria. If it weren't for her, Erryk would have been successful and killed the queen. Are we not going to give Drake his props for that Looney Tunes ass plan? Otto was against it. I was too. But Erryk carried that plan throughout. He almost perfectly. If old girl Mysaria didn't recognize, bro, Mysaria's too locked in. That's why she's S tier, y'all. She's too locked in. Erryk would have killed the queen on some Bugs Bunny disguised as Daffy Duck shit, bro. And then, like, that whole conversation he had with Sir Gwayne, like, how Sir Gwayne had the knife to his neck and that boy was like, hey, we're fucked. But he's still carrying out his plans, and he's very, I mean, here's the interesting thing about Drake. He doesn't seem to lose his mind when people talk back. I respect a leader like that. Because if people are bringing up genuine concerns and they're not all in on the plan, I mean, it's understandable. And he's shown crazy patience, especially with Sir Gwayne. But he puts his foot down when he has to. I mean, as a person, I couldn't dislike Drake more. But as a fighter, as a soldier, as a, I guess, commander, as a kingmaker is what they call him, I gotta bump him up a tier. He might be right there with Alicent. Like, this nigga's been doing his thing as a soldier. No bullshit. And he's been calm. Like, he hasn't crashed out once, I feel like, in this season. It's probably because he's depressed, but I mean, I'll bump him up a tier. God, nah, I'm not bumping him up to D tier. His personality is so, like, how are you so, if honor is all you have to your fucking name, then why are you, like, not trying to make up for it? That's what fucking kills me. That's the one thing. If it weren't for that, I'd probably bump him up to D tier. But how are you so depressed about something and not willing to try to do something about it? Jesus Christ. The crash outs that he had in season 1, I mean, I'm not that kind of, you're gonna have to do something crazy for me to get you to C tier and above. But I mean, I'll leave him at F tier. Sir the Maester, Sir Orlin seems like a decent dude. He's very honorable, but he's a Maester. I feel like generally Maesters kind of just do what they're told, you know what I mean? But he does seem like a great guy. I'll place him at A tier. Solid dude. Sylvi, the mother Aemond never had. She did her thing. She works with Mysaria, or at least, well, Dyana works with Mysaria, because that's who Elinda was talking to initially when she went back to King's Landing. So Dyana could have just talked to Sylvi to hatch this plan, but we can assume Sylvi also works for Mysaria, which is huge, because if Aemond is cuddling to the bosom of Sylvi, she could deliver that information, whatever he says, to Mysaria. But I mean, I don't know. Everything's a question mark in this show for me. I've noticed that people are like, it's obviously this, or it's that, or it's this, is that. I'm like, you don't know though. You're making an assumption and you're assuming your assumption's right. You know? I try to keep an open mind. I try to say, even though I'm 99% sure of something, I'm like, yeah, there's a chance I'm wrong. Unless I saw it, like, you know, just I saw it happen or something, you know. But, or I know if they gave me all the details. But if I don't know certain details, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt, you know. That's why I like to form my own opinions. It's just me though, I don't know. Anyway, Sylvi did her thing. I mean, I don't have a problem with her. She spoke some words to Aemond, some real words. And apparently she's a better mom than Alicent, apparently, at least for Aemond, I guess. I'll put her B tier. Solid. B tier. I don't know much about her, but I'll put her B tier. Alys, S tier. I'm not explaining that. It's a little unfair because I don't know how much of what Aemond sees is Alys actually being there, or if it's a hallucination. I know Alys is real now, but I don't know if Alys, every time he's been talking to Alys, if she was actually there. Because that one time she disappeared, I've been fucked up ever since. Assuming she doesn't have teleportation powers like Arya. I'm gonna take her hallucinations and what could possibly have been her real self. I'm just gonna combine them for now. S tier. Oh, this dude. I don't even know his name, but I figured I'd put him on his list because, you know, maybe he becomes more important, but he's been doing his thing. F tier. F minus. Because the way he talk is like, nigga, shut up. No, I mean, he doesn't do anything he speaks his mind, but he's also, it feels like he's a politician. I mean, they're all politicians, but he seems like an annoying one. I don't know, man. But it's not like he's done anything evil, I feel like. I just really don't like him, personality wise. I'll put him at F tier. Dyana, she's been doing her thing. I put her on this tier list because I figured maybe in season 3 she does more. I don't know, but she's been doing her thing so far. I don't know, B tier, I guess. I put you right here with Sylvi. Oh, her, Tori Black. No, what's her name? Aaron? I figured, again, another thing. I mean, I figured because the dragon, she knew about the dragon, it was wild. I don't know. I was thinking maybe she'll have a bigger part in season 3 or so on. I don't know how many seasons House of the Dragon is going to be, but I mean, it seems like if it's really just this story, just I don't even know what it's called. Is it called Dance of the Dragons? This story? If it's only up until the conclusion of this, season 3 might be the end. I feel like they could wrap it up in one more season, but I don't know if it continues on from there. Anyway, yeah, she's on this list because maybe she does more. I mean, she seemed cool, decent. I don't know, C tier. This dude, piece of F tier, same as this guy. Cause you talking about all this loyalty shit, but then you still want Daemon to take over. If you say the word, we'll follow you, you bitch ass. But I get that he's like, he really genuinely feels like Rhaenyra can't win, and Daemon did feel that way also. So it's not fair for me to put Daemon so high and this dude so low when they both thought the same thing. But at the same time, Daemon's just cooler, and he's probably a better fighter. I mean, this dude don't even know anything about war, just like Rhaenyra, but he acts like he knows more. But I get it. I'd be stressed if I was him too. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this bitch gonna get us killed. I'd be stressed, y'all. I would have started war so long ago. Nah, I don't know. You never know until you're in that situation, but I'll put my F tier. Who the fuck is it? Sir Gwayne. Decent. I fuck with Sir Gwayne. He has a chill demeanor. The only time he really annoyed me was like, well, he talked down to Drake, but I mean, it's Drake, but he didn't know Drake like that. So like, why would you say, like, you know, talk about modest beginnings, broke bitch? He said that. Read the subtitles. I'm trying to figure out why. Like, he just already had a bad energy about him. And Otto, but I could get that because he was probably confused on how this dude replaced his father. But the way he comforted his sister about being a mother, and like his conversation, I'd say this much. His conversation with Alicent, the way he was talking, it was probably, I don't know, it felt so real. It didn't feel like I was watching a show. It felt like someone who's tired and is going to have to do more of that thing that they're tired of. And like, but they're still having that conversation with someone they care about, you know what I mean? So it's not overly affectionate. They're tired, you know, but it's also not, he's not disregarding their feelings, right? And he's saying very reasonable stuff, and like there's no emotion attached to it. That's like, you talked about how Alicent was Otto's favorite child, and how, and when he was talking about Daemon, he just seemed like a cool guy. The one problem I had was when he was like going off and trying to get some going to a tavern when they were garrisoned, or they were setting up camp, and Drake had to come get him. But right after that, he tied up. Cece saved his life, and Sir Gwayne was like, I'm in your debt. That's some real shit, bro. He fucked up again. I'm okay with making mistakes. Just what are you gonna do afterwards then? What are you gonna do afterwards? You thought you could just, you know, do whatever you wanted. You found out very quickly that you couldn't do whatever you wanted. You understood that, and now he listens to whatever Cece says. But he also stands up for like shit that's like, are you sure about this, bro? he talks back and is understanding. And then even when he put the pieces together that Cece was fucking his sister, the queen, Drake had a real ass conversation like, bro, we about to die, and I'm indebted to your sister. I owe her my life. And then Sir Gwayne was like, that's some real shit. And he just sat down next to him like, hey, this is what it is. I fuck with, honestly, he might be S tier. I fuck with Sir Gwayne. Sir Gwayne just feels so real to me. Everyone else, it feels like they're a character in the show. But Sir Gwayne just feels like a dude. I fuck with that, man. And he survived this long. You know what I mean? In a war with dragons. So, you know, there's something to be said about that. And considering he's a Hightower, I mean, he seems very reasonable considering he's related to Otto and Alicent. I don't know. I mean, Daemon seems cool too, I guess, from what he says. I fuck with Sir Gwayne. Yeah. And I already know y'all not gonna like that. I know y'all. I get a little tingling. I think as of me recording this, I think episode 2x4 is up, and people seem to not like this dude. I don't got a problem with him. Like he had an attitude about him, but as the episodes went on, I fuck with him. Yeah, I don't have a problem with him now. He seems like a cool guy. Sir Oscar Tully. Is there a problem? That nigga, he real like he leader. He a leader. And he's not like a piece of, like, he's like, I love my grandsire. And then he remembers everything Daemon did, but he's not letting that cloud his. What kind of kid, you know, ain't letting emotions cloud their judgment on what to do next? Yes, you can let emotions dictate how you feel and how you act towards certain things, but when it comes to actions, what you decide, I mean, real shit, oaths and all that, and he put his dick down for a kid. That's to like have all these adults listening to you and not feel some type of way when they're like, you're a boy, why should I listen to you? I fuck with him. Put his dick on the table. That's what I'm talking about. Simon Strong, don't have a problem with him. Apparently, I mean, the whole time he's been loyal to Rhaenyra, but it was kind of confusing to me because I feel like Daemon was very upfront about him not taking Harrenhal for Rhaenyra. But later on, Simon made it seem like Daemon reiterated on that and told him, hey, just call me king, bro. And like Simon was talking about, like, he didn't understand that Daemon was taking Harrenhal for himself. But he did stand up to him a little bit, but it's also very he's doing a lot for Rhaenyra. Maybe Daemon did make it clear. I feel like he made it clear though. I don't know. But he sent a letter to Rhaenyra and all that. I don't know. He just seemed like a cool guy. I don't know. I don't have a problem with him at all. Kind of just he's kind of like a butler. He's like Daemon's butler. I'll put him A tier. Yeah, I put him A tier. Willem Blackwood. I put him on here because I'm like, I wasn't gonna put him on here because I'm like, he didn't do much, or he was in the show for a long time, but what he did do during the show was very pivotal to, you know, certain story beats. But he's an F- tier. I don't think we need to talk about that. Addam seems like a great guy. He didn't snitch on his dad, but he claimed the dragon. That's cool. And he seems very respectful of he seems cool. A tier. Don't know much about him. Seems great. Alyn saved Corlys' life. He's following the directions of his lord. But he had to let his dad know, like, what was up. And when you haven't been in your kid's life, you kind of have to just take whatever they say. And anyways, I fuck with Alyn. A tier. I guess. I'm looking at this list. I'm like, this shit don't make sense. I'm like, this don't make any sense, but whatever. It ain't, hey, this ain't no math equation, it ain't physics, whatever. Elinda, she did her thing. I put her right here with Sylvi and Dyana. I don't know, because Sylvi made it into, I don't know, but she was getting carried by Mysaria. Mysaria was like, talk to this person and do that. But she really like on her secret agent shit. Real, she might be A tier. No, I'll keep her B tier. I'll keep her B tier. You S tier. He's made some decisions, but it's understandable. I mean, his daughter died, even though his wife wanted to get her to get out of King's Landing, but the door is closed. So he did end up deciding that, but it's understandable. Like he was owed a lot of money from the crown, and that was his home, you know. I guess. He doesn't want to be living with someone else. You'll have me turn beggar. I feel like I'm thinking too logically about it, because in my head I'm like, and also you can't really move your kid because she's about to die. Like any travel would probably be even worse on her. But I don't know. I think I'm thinking too logically about that. But anyway, daughter ended up dying. The wife didn't want him to leave. And this is one of those things where it's like he saw what he could have done for her if he lives, but if he dies, I'm not gonna say she's fucked, because I mean, he wasn't getting paid anyway. They were all struggling, right? I don't know, maybe the crown just wasn't paying for his services, but maybe he was getting paid by other people a little bit here and there. But leaving your wife is a hard, like, it's a relationship. Making that decision to leave, yes, you wanted him to stay, but you think he wanted to leave? I mean, he just felt like he could have made a better life for them, and he didn't have to stay home. Like they didn't have a daughter anymore, so it is what it is. I get it. It's a high risk, high reward type of thing, and it worked out. So I just want to see his wife. Like, did they break? I don't know. I don't think they ever hinted that they would break up or whatever if he left. So I assume that they're still together. If not, damn. Yeah, I mean, then him becoming a dragon rider, I mean, he had nothing to lose. He might as well have tried, right? But I hope they're still together, and I hope, you know, he could take care of his little wife, you know? And I hope she, like, I could have been right. You know, I could have been right, motherfucker. But I don't know, I fuck with you. He put his life on the line to protect some woman he didn't even know. That, as soon as he did that, I knew I was putting him in S tier. As soon as he put his life on the line for that woman, I was like, oh yeah, he's S tier. Holy shit. I don't know how you could get more S tier than that, to be honest with you. I might put another, oh my god, I don't want to put another tier. If I did put it like a top tier, like a GOAT tier, no, I'm not gonna do that. I put Rhaenys in there for sure. I don't know who I need another season with everybody else though. She is a very tall lady with multiple wives. S tier. I don't know if we need to talk about an Ulf. He's fucking stupid. I'll put him in D tier. He doesn't seem like a piece of shit. Like, he's just like too, and I get he's trying to be funny, but he's so, bro, you can tell he one of them niggas where, like, okay, now that he got some money, he want to act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a dragon rider. He talk about, I'm a dragon rider. Come on, like, now he acting big dick. I'm sick, bro. You ain't like calm down. He's getting too big for his britches. He's sitting in like he's sitting in the queen's chair on the table. But here's the thing, I can't be too mad at him because it's like, I don't know. Like, common courtesy isn't that common. Like, he might just not know that that's disrespectful. Straight up. Like, there are people that walk with their shoes in their house. That's crazy to me. I take my shoes off. If other people don't do it, I don't see them as any type of way, because some people are just different, right? And honestly, it's not a big deal. I'm trying to think of something else that maybe, I don't know, I call people that I don't know sir or ma'am, but if others don't do that, I don't feel any type of way about it, because it's like they just don't, right? For one, they might not really put any weight on those words, because I didn't used to. Or maybe they just don't know that that's probably something that you should do to people you don't know. Call them sir or ma'am, right? There's a lot of things that might be courteous. Like I put my elbows on the table when I eat, right? And I understand that some people don't like that. I'm gonna put my elbows on the table. God damn it. So, but I wouldn't say that I'm being rude. I don't see it as rude, because if I did see it as rude, I wouldn't do it. But if you see it as rude, what that got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. It's just one of those things where like you can't assume common courtesy is that common. So like the stuff he does, it's tough for me to judge it, because he's a commoner. He doesn't know shit. He's just the life of the party. Like he really might not think certain things are disrespectful or whatever. Like asking for more bird. He might not see that as disrespectful or any type of way, you know. But he was annoying as fuck, and he was acting all different when he got a dragon. So, and I don't even know. See, this is another one of those things where the show doesn't necessarily spell it out, but you can make an assumption. I don't know if the stories he told about him being a Targaryen, if he truly believed them, or if he was just talking it up. So, like the guy said, he could get free beers and shit, and people could treat him a certain type of way. He could have been lying the whole time, and he could have been not knowing, and then he just went here because fuck, I can't go back to my peoples because they all think I'm a Targaryen, and they hyping me up, you know. So fuck it, maybe I am a Targaryen. Now he had to have believed that he was a Targaryen. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's also stupid and he thinks anybody can claim a dragon for real. So he's just there and trying to pass as a Targaryen. I don't know, man. It's interesting. So like, I'm thinking that maybe it's under wraps. If you're a Targaryen, if you have Targaryen blood, you're kept under wraps in the shadows. But that probably isn't the case. But all I know is I haven't just seen people with white hair just walking around. That's all I'm saying. And there got to be a lot of them. A lot of bastards. So, and Alyn and Varys are the only people that I've seen with shaved heads. And Varys ain't no damn Is that nigga a Targaryen? Nah, no way. Anyways, Varys and Alyn. So apparently, if you're a bastard, you're a bastard. No matter what color hair you got, you're gonna be treated like a bastard, I guess. That's just crazy. Because the people that walked in there, some of them didn't have white hair, which so they could pass as just a normal person. Some of them had gray hair like you, so like you could just chalk it up to like it's their old age, and like it looked like his close to his face is brown, so probably just grew up with brown hair. But there were some people with straight up white hair just walking around. Some bastards. It's crazy. Anyway, I went on a whole tangent. Don't even got shit to do with the tier list. Am I moving anybody? Probably not. Who cares? I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Keep your head up. Peace.
I'll walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all.